welcome to Chaos Chronicles. I'm Ashton.
I'm Maddie.
And I'm Philip. Today we are going to talk about nostalgia. We're going to talk roughly 2000 time frame and 1990s. But first we're going to start off with Maddie. She's got an item to kick us off with.
We have been talking about getting a new camera.
Yes. We have.
Oh, you have
Interesting.
I
Okay.
have a surprise.
I think we should upgrade to that. Yes, that will be perfect.
Oh my god, look at it.
This slips out, and you look in there, and it's really dirty because it's really old, and then...
That is crazy. Where'd you get that?
My dad gave it to me like 2 years ago, and he's like, this might be worth money.
How does this even work? I don't know. What am I looking at?
Well, if I put my hand over this,
Oh,
then it gets dark, so it's that thing.
What?
But it's...
I'm so confused.
Is it just
And the
Is
buttons...
it that blurry?
Yeah, and the buttons are on the other side. And I think the really thing is, like, if you
I was
That
gonna
film...
say, I think
That is sketchy.
that's cool though.
I'm
Yeah.
glad we have current technology because this is woo.
Yeah, no, we definitely can't use it for this.
Okay.
But I found that, and
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
pretty
if
nifty.
we're going back in time, I'd show you the nice camera I have
Oh,
as a
perfect.
backup.
Can't wait to use
So-
that to record next week.
Yes, absolutely.
Good times.
And
So
that was
anyways,
your dad's?
Dad had it. I don't know if it was from my grandparents or,
Oh,
but he gave
I'll
it to me. He said
probably
save
say-
it. So I pulled it back out for this.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty nifty.
So that goes a little bit further back than what we were.
Yeah,
into.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, I'm not that old. So I have a list of some items from the 2000s and the 90s. So the first one on the list for the 2000s is an iPod.
I have
Yes.
one upstairs.
You have one upstairs. Okay.
You still use
So-
it?
No, it was my mom's.
Oh.
And she was going through all of her tech stuff, and she was like, I don't know what to do with this. And since we're close to an Apple store, you can recycle all your old Apple stuff. So I have it, and I haven't gotten to Apple yet.
So
But
how old is it? Is it like...
it's the
Does it
old
still
charger
work?
cord that was long that you had to put in the bottom. Do you remember
Yeah,
those?
yeah, I do. Yeah, they're really thin. Yes.
Yes.
I do remember that.
So it had to be 04, 05-ish.
Solid.
You know, it had the circle with your finger in the
And
middle,
you could
and you could
ro-
roll
yep,
around.
yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you remember
Those
the
are-
iPod Shuffle?
I love that thing.
Was that
I
the
use that.
smaller
How
one?
do
the
you
small-
pick your song? That's
You
why
just
I
you
never
just
got-
press the arrow button. You couldn't actually like pick
Yeah.
the song.
You
It was
go
just a
through.
shuffle,
Yeah.
and then you could just click next. I use that all the time running.
All that
Yeah.
makes sense.
It's super light. I just clipped it to my shirt.
Yeah.
Headphones before they actually had Bluetooth headphones. Yeah, no, I just hooked them on. It
Did
was,
you
it
run
was
up through
perfect.
your sleeve too? Your headphones?
What do you mean?
Isn't that what people
cord.
did when they were running? Like with the
No,
cord, they
I
ran
just
up
left
through-
it out.
No.
I wasn't that fast, so I mean, I don't have to worry about it.
Were they over your headphones, or were they at least just the?
No,
still
just
the-
like the standard, like
the pop
earbuds. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, nothing fancy like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You don't think about it because, like, now your iPhone is your
Oh yeah.
iPod now.
Yeah,
I mean,
you don't have two different things.
there's no
I remember
separate
when the
things.
band came out for the iPod. You
Yes.
strapped it to your upper
Yep.
arm
Yes.
and it just like sat in there. And I was
So-
like, God, that'd be so awkward now with your phone.
So, did you guys ever have the MP3 players then?
Yes.
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
I loved, I used LimeWire a lot.
What was the other one? Because there's two.
Napster.
Thank
There's
you.
Napster.
That's the one
yeah.
I used.
Oh, I used, I think it was Aries.
Here it
Oh
is. I don't
my
think I ever
gosh,
used
You
it.
remember
that's
that?
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I used that for my ringtones as well.
That was good for ringtones.
Oh,
When you
crap,
could
I
choose
forgot
your
about
ringtones.
Everyone
Yeah.
had ringtones.
So that
back
way you
in
didn't
the
have
day.
to sit there and tell everybody
And-
to shut up in the car and
Yeah,
try to record the
Trying to
song in
record
your
a song.
speakers.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
I had the CD Walkman first.
Oh,
To
yes.
put your
Yeah.
CD into. Yeah, I had
Yeah,
that first.
that's-
And then I went
yeah.
to just some off-brand MP3 player.
I'll be honest, that's before my time.
The Walkman?
Walkman CD
Yeah.
player. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about though.
Yep, no, that was my first like music playing on the go situation. Yeah. That's crazy to
That
think
is.
about.
I know. Just the changes. It's crazy.
Yeah. And when's the last time you've actually heard a phone ring? Whoever has their phone on. Do you have your phone on loud?
Yeah, I was like, mine's always on loud.
The
But
other day,
it's not
his
like
work phone went off, and it's a terrible sound. It's like,
Oh my gosh.
That's his ringtone for his work phone.
I think
Well, it's not like I have like country music playing like I did back
right,
in the
it's still
day.
just
I
a
had
normal ring.
Yeah, I had recorded a song and had that as my
Yeah.
ringtone. Now it's just the standard rings. That
Yeah.
come with
Jimmy
it.
does have the Yellowstone intro song as his
Ooh.
personal ringtone, his personal phone's ringtone.
That's pretty nifty.
Yeah.
I haven't even looked through the options in my phone for ringtones.
You
because
can do
I'm
your
on-
own song.
Mine's on vibrate 24/7.
So
I never
there's no
take
point
it.
of actually having it.
I don't
Yeah.
even
So
know.
do you
I
use
don't
your-
even know what my ringtone is.
So do you use your phone for your alarm too?
Yeah, but it still goes off.
It's a
Even
different setting in an iPhone.
Even when your sound
yeah.
is off, your alarm still goes off.
Okay.
But it's
I've changed that to
mine's
music as well.
mostly because of my watch. I don't need to have my phone ring loud because my watch is vibrating when my phone rings, so I don't.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll jump into the next one here. So this one's gonna be funny. Okay.
Okay.
So we've had conversations about this already.
Okay.
It is Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yu-Gi-Oh! That's awesome.
So-
that makes me happy.
Yeah.
Wait,
So-
2000?
Yeah. 2000. Yeah.
That was a thing.
So-
I
so the
thought
funny-
it was older though.
Nah, it was. I mean, it might have started in the late '90s. I'm not sure. It might. I think it was like 2002 or 2003 when it started.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
my
So-
younger brother, he always watched that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think there's 3 or 4.
Yeah, so
seasons.
backstory-
There's a lot of seasons. So
Backstory.
yeah, so I still have all my cards, but yeah, I remember playing that when I was younger all the freaking time, and we'd actually like duel
Yep.
at school.
Yep.
Other kids bring their decks,
Yes.
and you would actually battle and then trade cards and all that.
Yep.
I don't know, man, I completely forgot about doing that, but.
Well,
But it was interesting because
Yeah.
then you brought it up to me
Yep.
that
At work.
your son
Mhm.
does it now, and I'm just like, it's just crazy
It
that
came-
that is
came
still
full back. Yeah.
still going.
Yeah. No. He still has everything, and they would play at school at lunch. They would all bring in their cards. It was like him and 4 other kids, and they would duel at lunch.
Did they let
That's
them
just
bring
crazy.
the thing?
Oh yeah.
Are you serious?
Oh
That's
yeah.
pretty cool.
He brought it to school numerous times.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm guessing a majority of people won't know about this, but there's
No.
there's a dual disc that you can put on your arm. It straps on, and then you can put the cards on there. It's pretty cool if you
It
watch the show.
I see
And they're
a lot
really expensive.
yes.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of people on TikTok do that. On TikTok Live, they'll battle each other.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool that
It is.
It's still
People are
crazy
still
that there's
doing
a
it.
following 20
Yeah.
years later,
Yeah.
but
That's
but-
cool.
yeah, but yeah, it's just interesting. So the next one is Razor scooters. Do you guys have Razor scooters? When
I
you
have
were
4 in the garage.
I have a scar on my ankle from that.
still perfect?
Right on the back.
Dangerous.
Dude, they'll cut you. That's why they were
Yeah.
called razors.
Was it
That makes
because
sense now.
was it
yeah.
because of an accident? Like, did you?
Well, I was trying to be cool. I was trying to do tricks.
Did you do?
I was gonna say, were
this
you
thing?
spinning
I
it?
was trying to
Okay.
do the thing.
I was like, did you like hit a curb or you get hurt, or were you?
Oh, I
trying
probably
to
did
Just
this
trying
shit
to-
a couple
try to look
times,
cool
but
or something. Yeah.
yeah, no.
Yeah, no, I have 4 in the garage. We had 2 in the house because they got them for Christmas one year, and I left them in the house, and they would run. We have like a full circle upstairs, and they would scoot around the house
Oh,
all the
my
time.
gosh.
I had to take them away because somebody used the brake on my hardwood floor, and now I have a skid mark right through the kitchen on the
Oh,
floor.
crap.
Yeah, so now they're in the garage.
Now it's hoverboards.
Oh my
I
gosh,
know.
I have one of those over there too. The
That
hoverboard.
didn't last as long as the scooter.
No, it really
No.
didn't.
It was a
It
small
was
window.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
like one Christmas, everyone had to get a hoverboard.
Yeah, and then everybody was like, "Wow, we can't afford these." So
Well, or
Yeah.
they're really hard to ride, actually. I mean,
yeah,
Yeah,
the
you
young
gotta be
kids
somewhat
were pretty good.
coordinated.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's
yeah.
not me.
nope.
Yeah. If my sister does watch, I know you wouldn't be able to ride it because you're very uncoordinated. Sorry, side note there, but
Safety
yeah.
first. You need elbow pads, knee pads, the helmet.
Mouth guard.
Yeah, full on.
Don't be chipping in
Need
your
everything.
teeth.
But yeah, so the next thing is Nintendo DS. Kind of sub notes. They talk about Nintendo dogs.
Yes!
I've
That was
never
just
played that.
exactly where my mind went.
And then Mario Kart too.
Well, yes.
That was
Yeah.
another big one. But
What's Nintendo Dogs?
It
never
was
played
just
that.
dogs that you took care of. Like, they were your pets.
The little things. Is that what you're talking about?
No.
No, not what you're thinking of, I don't
No.
think.
Do you
It's
remember
do you know
Nintendo
DS?
DS?
The little.
Where
It
the
flips
flips up.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
stylus.
Yes.
The first, like,
I
touch
never had
screen.
one.
Yeah, we might need to put a picture.
Yeah, I
So people
never
know, yeah.
had anything like that.
Well, which one? The DS or the DS Lite?
Original DS. We gotta do the original DS.
Because I had the
2000
original.
nostalgia.
My younger brother got the Lite, I think is what it was called.
I don't know.
It was
really
a
don't know.
sleeker version of it. Well, we'll find a picture and we'll post it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, we
I
gotta do
didn't
the
have
original.
either, so this is new to me.
Well, you were kind of older at that time.
Yeah.
Because when did those come out?
That was probably past my prime.
I don't know. I'm guessing right around the early 2000s as well.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you had the Game Boy in the 90s, and then
Yes.
they went to Nintendo DS after that.
I
So
remember the Game Boy.
When you talk about Nintendo, all I can think of is Duck Hunt. Did you ever have Duck Hunt?
Yeah.
yeah,
You legit.
Duh,
On
yeah.
the Nintendo 64.
Was it?
No, it was on just the.
I was gonna say it
standard
was the
Nintendo.
cartridge
Which one's the
that
six-
you had to.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Nintendo. Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a cartridge. I remember because you had to blow in it.
Yes. Or
And
it
then
would
we
work.
found out you weren't supposed to do that because that actually makes it rust on the inside.
Yeah,
because of
don't
your
get some spit in there.
spit particles, molecules.
I'll be fine
I know.
though. It worked for your childhood though, right?
That is true.
Mm.
Unless you broke it.
I don't know where it is. Maybe. Jeremy has one.
Well,
Jeremy has like every.
System.
Yeah, he has
Yeah.
every video gaming system in our storage room.
I would love to play Duck Hunt.
Game
again.
Boy,
That was so much
DS.
fun.
Like, he's got it all.
Yep.
It's nuts. I think
Yeah.
he has a Wii. Do you remember the Wii?
Oh, we had a Wii.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna jump
Wii
back to
bowling.
Nintendo DS because jumping back to Yu-Gi-Oh, they had a Yu-Gi-Oh game for Nintendo DS, so just want to shout that out.
They
real
also
quick.
had
Did you have
Pokemon.
it?
I
Did you have
did,
it?
yeah,
They have Pokemon
Yeah.
too.
yeah, they did. But so I had to just jump back there real quick, but it was a cool game.
Fancy little carrying case.
Yep,
Put all
all
your
the
little
Oh,
yeah,
cartridges
uh-huh.
in there.
Oh my gosh.
Those were the days. Simple life. I can tell you.
Yeah, all I had to worry about was feeding my digital dog.
I know, and it can go 2 months and not die.
Yeah, I wonder how it's doing now. I don't
I
know.
bet you it's doing fine.
It's probably okay.
Probably saved from the same
Yeah.
moment.
Tamagotchi
in time
is
you
not.
left it there.
Yeah. Speaking of that, that's jumping
that-
to our 90s.
Oh, that's older.
1990s. That is one that's on the list.
Perfect.
So you want to talk about that?
I think I had like 2 of them because one of them broke. But I went to school and kids would have like half a dozen or a dozen of them strapped to their backpack.
See,
Do you
I remember like
Because they had the keychain.
I remember the commercials. I never had one, but
No.
I remember the commercials of them. But
I love that thing.
It was like you hatched the egg, right?
Yep.
Took care of it until it hatched and then you could
the
raise it.
egg.
Yeah.
So would you what
Like, it's
animals
just-
were there?
It's
Like
just
screen.
the shape of an egg.
Mhm.
And then on the screen, that's what it was. It was like an egg that you had to,
And then
Take
you gotta
care
feed
of.
it and water it and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
and then it
every day.
hatched.
Every day.
You fed the egg?
No, once it hatched.
Yes,
Oh,
you fed it.
I was like,
steak
that's why I was like,
and eggs.
what is going
Oh my
on here?
God.
No,
Yeah.
it's just a little,
And there were
it's
just a
shaped like
few-
an egg.
yeah.
There were like 3 buttons on it,
That's it.
and that was it.
That was high tech.
And you gotta take care of it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See, yeah, I never heard that.
Oh, dude. It was a good time.
And I don't think it was any
Kids now would
specific
be
animal.
bored. They would think it's the stupidest thing
Oh,
ever,
yeah.
I feel like.
Oh yeah, I would. I don't know.
Well, because
Yeah,
now they strap on some goggles and they're,
Oh, they're
In an
virtual
amusement park.
VR.
Like-
Oh, that's
yes.
true.
you know,
Yeah.
It is crazy.
The VR
my
ones.
nephew has it, and I can't. He wanted to show me a scary whatever show or whatever.
Yeah.
Those little like VR clips on YouTube, you know.
Yep.
And he wanted me to put it on, but I couldn't get it like set right, so it was like all messed up, and then I think I had to go because my daughter got into something, so I had to give the VR headset back. But so after helping my daughter out, my wife and I both came back to the VR headset, and my wife actually tried it on, and she watched the whole thing, and she didn't think it was horrible, but there were some parts that scared her a little bit. But then my brother-in-law actually put it on, and he was, when it came to like the scary part, he like took it off because he didn't like it. And I'm just like, yeah, sometimes I tell you, but yeah, no, it is crazy just the difference in technology from just
And
taking
those are
care
hard
of a
to get used
digital
to.
pet to a VR set. It's just crazy.
We have to set a boundary.
Yep.
So you don't run into like walls and stuff.
Are you serious?
And
Yeah.
we always play it down here, but if you're walking like between here and the bathroom and he's playing it, you have to be like, hey, I'm walking through now, so he doesn't start swinging or something as you're walking past.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, no, you can really get into it and forget any of your surroundings.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I mean, when
Getting
you're locked
submerged
into
in that,
a video game like that.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen the videos where like they'll be like walking on like a like board or something like that, and like they'll actually put like a piece of board down, and then like and they'll be like on a skyscraper, and there'll be like a board sticking out of the skyscraper.
Oh my gosh.
And then like step, and then like they like step off, and then they like completely fall over because they think they're gonna fall from the skyscraper.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm just like, yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
But
Have you seen those? Is it Apple that has those goggles that you can like go through your phone and watch?
yeah, and you can still see through. Is that
Yes.
what you're talking? Yeah.
Yes.
I
mean, they're
I don't know.
obnoxiously big, like the
They are.
VR goggles. But I mean, it's just crazy to think because there's that camera, and then we went to smaller
Oh
cameras
my
to where
It
they
just
were like
little digital ones.
half
like,
inch,
yeah.
and then now it's just on our phone. So I mean, and that was all in what, 50 years, 70 years.
Yeah.
So I mean, and with technology advancing so fast, I don't think it'll be long, and you'll just have a pair of like regular looking glasses.
Dude, my kids will be pumped.
or
If
it
they
could
can
be-
get to the Iron Man level of glasses.
Well, it could be even
They'll
more
be
intense than that
I
because
know.
it could be like the Neuralink, like what like Elon's doing, where they're doing the Neuralink, and I'd be curious if they'd be able to capture images with like just your vision. I mean, I have no idea, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't surprise me in the next 100 years or something like that, where they
We're doing
get to
so
that
much.
point. Because
Yeah.
I mean, it's scary because they're already being able to connect to your brain.
Yep.
So I don't know.
There is a show on, I believe it's Netflix. Oh, I can't remember what it's called.
Black Panther.
Black Summer? Black Rain? I don't remember. But it does have like weird, freaky episodes like that. Like there's one where it's just like you have this little remote and you rewind through your memories and you can replay them. Or you can like, you know what I'm talking about?
I know what show you're talking about.
There's-
I don't know if I watch. I think I've seen.
There's
Mirror.
But
Black Mirror.
Black
That's
Mirror,
exactly
yeah.
what it is. Yes.
I watched like 4 episodes and then I couldn't keep going.
Yep. No,
Some
it's
of them
freaky.
were a little sketch.
Yep. No, it's
Yep.
it's freaky.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know.
You have to watch it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There
I
was
haven't
another
watched
one
it,
that
but-
really stuck with me, and it was I think it was their phone, but it didn't look like a phone anymore. But they were all about likes and ratings and like how they were as a person.
I saw that.
Yeah.
And if they had 5 stars, that meant like you had to be their friend, you had to be in their circle, and you always tried to work towards that. And then something happens to this woman, I don't remember what it is, and she gets dropped down to like a 1.
Yeah.
And she can't do anything or be a part of anything.
Yeah. No, that was but I mean, it just, I don't know, I don't think it's that far-fetched.
Yeah, I know.
That's terrifying.
It is scary, but all right.
Back to happy memories.
I'm
Yes.
jumping
Happy
back
memories.
into the 90s
Yeah. What do we got?
nostalgia.
What do we got?
All right, Beanie Babies.
Oh, dude, I had so many. I had so so many stuffed animals.
One moment.
Uh-oh. We have an escapee. Oh my gosh. Are you serious?
I found him when I was looking for the
I was
camera.
looking at him because I'm like, that kind of looks like a Beanie
Yeah,
Baby.
no, this is happy birthday Beanie Baby, because my birthday's in May, so he's green. And my grandma has a ton of these, so I got that one for my birthday when I was younger.
Interesting.
I did take it out because I was like, I didn't know what year or
Yeah.
what generation that was.
The crazy thing is, there's a pretty good market for these now.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
mean, it's
have,
Well,
crazy.
and that was
you gotta
the
have
thing.
specific ones.
Yes,
That- yes,
yes.
yeah.
If it's
Yeah, I remember getting like McDonald's when you get a Happy Meal.
They were
You got a
smaller.
little beanie,
Yeah,
yes,
they were
you got a
little
little
ones.
mini Beanie Baby.
Yeah.
I guess.
No, my
I
grandma
don't
has them
remember
in
that, but-
plastic cases, like
Are
displayed.
you serious?
Uh huh.
Well, that was the thing when they first came out, is these were gonna be like high dollar
So you
Yeah.
gotta take
in
care of
20
them.
years,
Investment.
30 years. Yeah. So a ton of people bought like every Beanie Baby.
Well, and then they, like every special something, they'd come out with a new one, and then everyone had to get that one.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah, because I know they had one for the Queen.
Yep.
The Queen of England. I'm curious of what it would go for.
Well, and
Go for now.
was it? Did they just make one?
I mean, there was a series. I don't know
Right,
how
right,
many
right.
were actually
Yeah,
made.
Because I was
but
like, I wonder how many were made,
7.
and like
No.
if they're accounted for. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
where they're at.
How
Yeah,
many are actually?
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. I didn't have very many. I think I had like 3,
Oh, that's
and they were just like random.
Well, you're also a boy.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
it was
they
more
were all
girly
like
thing.
gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
yeah, I don't know. That's interesting.
you're
I do
more
remember
into
them.
like tractors and trucks growing up on a farm. So
Yeah, that's true. I definitely had plenty of those toy tractors.
You still
and
have them?
semis and-
in your office.
Yes, I have them in my office. Yes.
What else we got?
So I already talked about this a little bit, but Game Boy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because that predated.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Gotcha.
Nintendo
I do
DS.
remember that.
So I'm trying to think what games I played on that.
Because there were 2 different kinds, correct? There was just the one.
There was Game Boy and Game Boy Color.
Wasn't there another? Didn't they have one that flipped open? It was like. It wasn't a DS. I know that.
There was one that was sideways. That was a Nintendo.
That's
Yes.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking of. I think. No,
yeah.
there's another one that flips open.
Is there?
Mhm. Because there's the one that is kind of just like your phone. It's just you hold it, and then there was the wide one, and then I'm pretty sure there was one that opened. You know what I'm talking about now?
Yeah, I think it's
Yes.
a Game Boy Advance. Or that might be the one that's
I think
sideways.
that might be the one that's sideways.
But I do kind of remember Game Boy that did.
Because it wasn't very long
That does
after
flip
the
up.
one that flipped open came out, and they're like, let's do the DS. I don't think it was very
I
long,
don't
like
remember
maybe
any
a
of
couple
these.
years.
Yeah,
don't?
well, I mean,
I wasn't a gamer.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
and
My
you
brothers
were-
probably would, but
Yeah.
I
yeah.
didn't pay
That's fair.
attention.
I liked them.
Yeah, they were pretty cool. They were decent. It says classic games for Game Boy is Pokemon and Tetris.
Tetris.
I have Tetris on my phone, actually.
Oh my gosh.
There is a new game out that like all of the teenagers play, and it is kind of Tetris. But they don't seem to fall very fast, and I don't think you can rotate them. It's weird. But
Oh,
they
I know what
will
you're talking
play
about.
it for hours.
I know what you're talking about.
Have you seen the new Tetris that they made where
Uh-uh.
it comes down in their standard blocks,
Okay.
okay?
Yeah.
Standard shapes.
Yep.
And then it comes down as soon as it hits the next block or whatever, it turns into like sand. Yeah. I just saw this like a week ago.
Now I'm gonna have to.
Yeah,
find
it's
it
weird.
and try
So
it.
then you have to have the, same. So there's colors.
Mhm.
Okay, so you have to have the same colors connect
Yep.
across to get a Tetris.
Oh.
So it will like slide down if you have
Yeah.
piles. It's. I watched it and I was like, it's just weird.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
that's awesome. I forgot
Yeah,
about
you gotta look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, it
that.
doesn't.
Check it out.
I don't think is as entertaining as the original Tetris, but it's
Right.
just different.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I might have played Pokemon on Game Boy, but I don't remember, to be honest with you. That was a long time ago.
Well, that goes for a lot of money now.
Yeah.
If you have a working Game Boy, and if it
Oh,
play
yeah.
any
Any
I
of
think
the old
pretty
games.
much any of the games.
Or have games that actually work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go for a lot.
Alright. We're jumping over to Furbies.
Furbies.
Okay, that was a big inertia.
What was Furby had an egg, right? No, Furby did not have an egg. I had one. It was not a Furby. It was a knockoff, and it was like an. Well, I mean, I'm assuming
Yeah,
there
no.
was a
Yeah.
knockoff because it wasn't. But it was actually like an alien, and then it like you had to take care of it and do all these things, and then the stomach would open up, and there was an egg. So you take this egg out and you open it up, and there were babies inside.
Oh
And they were like little tiny, just little blobs kind of. And then they had one little antenna and they lit up, and one was pink and one was blue. I remember that from my childhood.
Okay, I don't
That
know
is
if this
so
related to
weird.
Furbies.
I
but
never got a
It
Furby, but
sounds
that's
like
what I
one.
got.
Yeah. It's about the
Interesting.
same concept.
The only thing I can really relate to that is my sister had. It's nowhere close, but my sister had a ladybug, and inside of it had like 20 like baby ladybugs that you could like pull out, and it was just weird.
Nice.
I don't know. It just reminded me of that for some reason.
That's
But,
I do
but that's the
remember
only thing
that.
I can really
I don't.
think of with
Sorry, I
Furbies.
don't remember that,
That's
but I
funny.
do remember
Like those
having
stuffed animals.
toys.
Yeah.
just any toy in general, like getting, it always had to have babies.
Yeah.
Or like a lot
can
of
see
them
that.
had
Yeah,
babies,
yeah.
like whether it was an animal or a creature or
Alien.
I mean just a
yeah.
doll. Like even
Yeah.
Barbie, that was a huge thing. Like
Oh yeah.
She had a kid?
yeah, she's got a lot of them.
Oh man. So Ken was busy then?
And among other ones.
Okay, interesting.
We still need to watch that one.
Alright, well, last one for the 90s. Going to Pokemon cards.
Oh my.
I
That's
remember
never
that.
really stopped.
No,
No.
it is crazy on how expensive the cards are going.
Yeah.
Or how much they're going for today.
Well, and I
should have kept
remember
mine in mint condition because I would have been retired by now.
Probably, yeah.
maybe you should go through some of those Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Or are those not as
Trust me, I already went through them.
Yeah.
I was
Oh.
like,
And you gotta have like certain ones.
yeah, and they have to be in good condition to go for any
Yes.
kind of money.
you
so-
can't open them in the mystery packs.
Yeah, no, mine are,
That's not a thing.
yeah. Mine are not top notch by any means. They were held in a shoebox, so yeah, they're not in mint condition by any means.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Same with my Pokemon
Should have kept
cards.
them in the freezer.
What?
Should have kept them in the freezer.
Why?
For 20 years?
Yeah.
Oh god, the
Isn't that what you do with
freezer
all your stuff? All your papers and stuff?
I mean, I put my frozen food in there.
Cause they'll get wet.
Well, in the freezer?
They won't get wet because
I was gonna say it's frozen.
When they thaw, they have the ice crystals on
Why are
them, and
they
your cards
thawing?
are all wet.
What? No. What? No.
Where's I need the science
I
on
was
this.
gonna say, I'm
I
confused.
think you're just
I've
making
Are you
stuff up.
keeping a lot of stuff in your freezer that?
Yeah.
You need to take a picture of your freezer and we're gonna post it on our channel
No.
because I want to see what it's like. You got like newspapers
It's just like a
and
little. It's like a little money bag full of stuff, money documents.
In your
Important
freezer?
thing- Yeah, that's where you put it.
for
How about a safe?
for
I
like
mean, yeah,
fire
if it didn't have
safety,
holes
or-
in it to hang it on the wall, that's not fireproof. Yeah, that would be ideal.
So the only reason you put it in there,
It's
Just
because
for a
you
fire.
think
For a
your
fire.
fridge is fireproof.
Oh, I don't know if it's
So why would I
fireproof.
put
You
my-
just always
my
put it in
Pokemon
there.
or
I don't know.
Yu-Gi-Oh
I don't
cards
know.
in
I was just my grandma always told me if you have important things, put it in the freezer because that's the last thing that melts, last thing that burns. That's what my family has done for generations, and that's what I have just continued.
talk about family tradition there.
I
I'll
like
tell you
it.
what.
I like it. I like it.
That's just what we've always done.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I remember going into my grandma's house,
You know-
and whenever we would go somewhere, like to the movies, to go shopping, she'd get in her freezer and pull out an envelope full of money or like an old butter Tupperware thing full of cash.
What?
And it
She
was
kept
just
cash in her freezer too?
Oh yeah. No, yeah. Cash, documents, just anything. My dad did the same thing. He kept certain things in the freezer.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
I need to
fairly
go.
certain
I need to go
he
visit
did
your
have a
dad
thing,
and look in
but-
his freezer.
Well, probably not now since he's in a camper, but
Man. Well, I mean, at
Interesting.
least it's a good family tradition. I
Yes.
mean, you
Yeah,
could have
it's
got
just
like
protecting.
drinking or something.
I mean, it's not
Yeah.
super secure by any means, but who,
Right.
honestly, who would think to look in the freezer?
That's valid. I would have not.
I mean,
Um,
you're gonna assume all that's in there is ice and
some ice cream,
maybe
you
some
know,
pizzas,
pizza rolls.
chicken
Yeah.
nuggets.
Yeah, some top-notch
Get some
stuff.
nugs. I guess
Not
they're
expecting a
hungry.
wad of cash right next
No.
to it. Huh. Alright. Well, I guess you guys, we have gone through the list for the 2000s and the 90s.
Okay.
We can go back to the 80s.
We should because I'm from there.
Before we leave the 90s,
Okay,
how
shoot.
about the 90s being the time for men and women to have the same hairstyle? Because I was going through some of my pictures,
Okay.
and
I'm
it was
Okay.
my parents and me as a baby, and they both had a very similar haircut. My mom just did extra stuff with hers to make it more poofy, but it was essentially a mullet.
I'm trying to think back.
I don't know if that
I'm
was
not-
solely the 90s.
that
or
might just be
if
your
that just
parent
carried
thing.
I was
over
gonna say,
into.
Yeah.
No, I might. No.
Yeah,
That might just be your man.
yeah, another family tradition thing. You guys-
Apparently. Well, I've never cut my hair like that.
No.
but-
Alright. We're gonna jump to the 80s. Alright, Rubik's Cube.
I still can't do that.
My dad can do it.
Can you?
It's a hack. No.
Oh, I
It's
can't.
a hack.
Yeah, he does have a way to do it.
Well, you can't hack the Rubik's Cube. They don't
Yeah,
have
he
the
does.
technology.
Yes.
No,
There
Like you
he
swivel
knows
it.
how to do it.
Yeah,
he
you
knows the
swivel it a
technique,
certain
yeah.
way,
Yes. Yeah.
and then it just comes together.
Yep.
So does he keep his Rubik's Cube in the freezer too, or?
I don't know if he still. Actually, it wasn't his Rubik's Cube. It was mine.
What
I
the
got
heck?
one for Christmas one time.
And he
And-
figured it out.
Yeah, he would just sit there and do it, and then I would mess it up, and I'd give it back to him, and he'd sit there and fix it.
That's awesome.
And then there was one
Interesting.
time I tried to fix it, and I got really mad, and I started peeling off the stickers.
Yeah,
I
no,
feel like
that-
I do the
And
same.
Yeah.
I got in a little
can't.
bit of trouble for that.
I can see that. I can see that.
Because that was a nice toy.
That was a nice toy. Alright. Cabbage Patch Kids.
Oh. Had I known, I would get mine out because it's in the other room.
Oh my gosh.
It is in my memorabilia tote.
Oh
I
my
don't
gosh.
know if I ever
I-
had one. I know my grandma had one at her house. Or a couple.
I think my sister had one. I'm not sure,
Yep, I
but
should.
I kind of remember them. But yeah, I'm out on that one.
Yeah, nope, I had that.
Just the little poofs of hair.
They're so cute.
Yeah, I got nothing for you on that.
I like their big chubby cheeks.
All right. We'll jump on to Transformers. I know you guys are shocked
That
right
was
now.
In the 80s?
That was the 80s. Was Transformers the show, the TV show,
Oh, I'm like,
the cartoons of the Transformers? That's when it came out.
I
Was
don't
the 80s.
remember that at all.
See, everyone thinks about like the new, like movies
Yeah, I'm
from
like
like early
2000s.
2000s
Yeah,
on. Yeah. No, Transformers. Supposedly, I
Yes.
don't know.
Yeah, no.
Huge in the 80s.
Autobots.
No, I don't remember that.
Right? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Autobots? Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
Who would have thought?
yeah, now you guys know.
Now we know.
Now we're jumping to Nintendo Entertainment System.
That's
So Nintendo.
the OG, right?
Yes.
That's the one
Yes.
with the cartridge that you
I-
put in, and
Yeah.
we have that.
See, and that's what I really think Duck Hunt was on that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
what I'm
saying.
that's what we said.
Yes.
Yeah.
You said Nintendo 64.
No, Nintendo.
Oh, I did say Nintendo
Yeah.
64.
See,
that's
that's
my
what
bad.
I was confused on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I remember playing Duck Hunt. I remember playing Batman on that. Batman. They had a Batman
I remember
game.
playing
I know
Mario
that.
Brothers on it.
Mario Brothers for
So,
sure.
I don't know if we ever had Mario Bros. On.
And that is, I tried to play that a few years ago on the same system.
Mhm.
And that is like muscle memory. And once you stop doing the run and then slide under it,
Yep.
you're never going to be able to do it again. That's lost. You got to retrain your thumbs.
I bet.
I'm not even
I
kidding.
mean, that would probably take me a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, those are great memories.
Carpal
I
tunnel
love
doesn't help that
thing.
situation either.
Yeah.
It slows you down a bit.
And old age will get to you, I tell you.
Old
Yeah.
lady thumbs over here.
What else
Yeah,
you got?
Well, we're down to our last one for the 80s.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Care Bears.
Oh, do you
Really?
want me to go get that?
You have a Care Bear?
Do you want me to go get that?
Do you want me to go get
Yeah,
it?
go get it. Go get a Care Bear. Alright, and now we're back. Care Bear's here.
Yes.
This is MJ.
Yep, her name's MJ. Sorry, it was, I think I got it at a garage sale. And if you didn't
Good
know,
deal.
you can definitely throw them in the washer and they clean up spectacularly. Just don't dry them. Yeah, seriously. Throw it right in the washer. And
Do you
it'll
hang it
come
up
clean.
outside then?
Yeah. Little
But-
clothespins.
Or? Oh,
Oh, you don't go like that?
that'd be torture.
Well, there's not a
That's
great
why I did
place
it.
for clothespins that'll
Oh,
stick there. I
is
just did
it?
his ears.
Okay,
Or
he's
her-
kind of taking on
her
my-
ears.
Or her?
Yes.
Very clean. It smells
Yeah.
nice.
No, so
You wanna
that's
smell it?
See,
Smell
nah, I'm
hair.
good.
that's
You gotta
it.
smell
Are they
what?
on all these?
Yeah.
Yes.
Care Bear
They always
symbols?
have the heart on the butt.
See, I don't remember having one.
So yeah, 80s kid. We have a Care Bear. So yeah,
Interesting.
this is MJ.
And they're all different on the tummy.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
just hers.
There's different colors, different
Mhm.
Different
picture.
item.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm a solid pass on that. I got nothing.
I'll get you one for your
That's
birthday.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Do they actually still sell them?
I'm sure
Yeah.
they do.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. I'm
Oh.
sure. No, yeah, because now it's a new cartoon.
Are
They
you
redid it.
Brought
I'm pretty
back.
sure. Yeah. Like Rugrats, except for they kind of screwed Rugrats up. It looks creepy now.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, you needed to stick with the original. On
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So yeah.
All right. Well, that is our segment for the 80s.
Yay.
Bye, MJ.
Bye, MJ.
Over to the 70s. You guys probably don't know this,
Before your time.
and
I was
way
gonna say, you
way
guys-
before my time, even before your time. That's
You
saying
were
something,
born-
old
But my
lady.
parents passed on things, so there might be some things in here I resonate with.
I'm gonna guess your dad did not use this.
Oh, what
first
do we got?
item?
What do we got?
Atari.
Yeah.
20.
Oh, yeah. I know what
Whoa!
I'm pretty sure he still has his.
No way.
Dead ass. Dead serious.
Does it work?
I will have to ask.
Okay. Next time.
I will.
Well,
I'll
next
follow up. I'll follow
Yeah.
up. Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah. No. Next time. No. You need to get him down here. Bring the Atari. We'll play.
Well, and
We'll
Jeremy,
live stream that.
it's not, I don't know if I believe it's 80s. He has Space Invaders, that tabletop game
Oh,
that we
yeah.
have.
Yes.
He has that.
That
See,
has
that's
to
Space
be-
Invader. That's legit
That has
game.
to be before.
But it wasn't,
I
it's
feel like
not,
that's 70s.
I don't remember.
Google it.
But
Space
it's not
Invaders.
Space Invaders. It is essentially like it, but I think it's called Space Fever, is
Okay.
what it is.
All right.
And it's got a bunch of stickers on it, and they're all in Chinese or Japanese. I don't remember. Oh, 1979.
There you go.
That's
There you
actually
go.
our game table. Right there.
Interesting.
Yes, it is.
That's pretty legit.
Yep.
There
That's
you go.
not bad.
His grandma
79.
got that when the arcade closed where she lived.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so she
So
got
she
it,
probably
and
stripped
he's
them. That's cool.
Dude.
he's played it forever, and it's the
And
same
it's still
quarter
working.
that's been in there since he was a kid.
Oh
He
my
kept that
gosh.
quarter. Yeah.
We just went to a museum up at the lakes that had some of the old stuff at the arcade. And my mom stood in front of the Pac-Man. And she's like, I can't tell you how many times I stood in front of this machine. And the pinball.
And
Oh,
pinball.
yes.
Yeah,
And my
yeah.
dad used to play that all the time when they'd go up to the lakes. And I'm like, that's awesome. And now all the originals are sitting there.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
think it'd be so cool to have a game room like that, where it's
Is
just
that-
old vintage games.
Oh, my kids had to ask how pinball worked.
Are
Oh,
you
yeah.
serious?
They didn't.
I
they
remember
didn't
playing on the
understand.
computer.
Yeah.
And one of my friends that I went to middle school with, her dad, that was a hobby of his. He bought old pinball machines and would fix them.
That's
And their
cool.
whole basement was filled with them. They probably had like 15 or 20 pinball machines.
That's
That's
awesome.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
You know, that's interesting. Talking about pinball, pinball machines. My wife and I, we went to it was like an arcade bar.
Mhm.
It's probably
Yes.
been 4 or 5 months now.
Yeah.
But actually, we went up with my sister and brother-in-law as well, and we went up there. They had all arcade games from the 70s and 80s. I mean,
Really?
it was.
Really?
They had pinball to. I'm trying to think of some of the. They had skee ball too,
Oh,
like an
love
old
skee
skee ball
ball.
one. They had the fighting game. I can't think of the name right now.
I know
What
what
is
you're
that
talking
called?
about.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh.
Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. They had the original one. Yeah, they had a bunch of ones that honestly were some I don't even remember.
Right.
but,
Right.
But yeah, no, they had like 2 long rows
Of all
of
the old games.
arcade games.
That's so.
It was pretty cool to go to.
I love that.
But yeah, first of all, we were not expecting that. We thought it was gonna be more like a modern arcade kind of deal.
Like Dave
and,
and Buster's.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it was like old school.
Dude, I would have
And
said
it was
that's even
cool.
better.
So-
Yeah.
yeah, that would have been cool.
Yeah, just wasn't expecting it to
Yeah.
be to that extent, but
That's cool.
yeah,
My brother
no, it
and
was cool.
sister-in-law and Cody and I went to one too. And it was the same thing, all the old stuff. And it was like downstairs was all the old stuff and upstairs was all the new
Yeah.
stuff. And I think we spent like an hour at Dance Dance Revolution.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, I need
remember
Forgot
that.
about that. That was a big one for a while.
Yeah, and then I was sweating profusely and so out of breath. I'm like, hey, I forgot how much work this game is.
Do you remember Guitar Hero?
I was about to say
That
I
was
like,
another big one.
that was
That was huge.
the
Yeah,
game.
For a long time.
I missed that.
And then you had Rock Band.
Yep.
Yes.
Did you have that?
Yep.
Yep, we had
The
rock band.
drums. Yeah.
The
The
microphone.
microphone. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
That is so fun.
Wild.
So fun.
I remember
love it.
always playing Mississippi Queen.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why. I would always be able to nail like all the notes. So that's the song I always played, and I practiced like that song all the freaking
You
time.
were gonna be a pro at that one.
I did Barracuda.
Barracuda too. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez, yeah. Yep.
I mastered that on everything. Guitar, bass, drums, vocals.
Top notch.
Top notch.
Hit every
I mean, it
note.
probably didn't sound top notch, but
All right,
What's next?
Maddie. I'm
Oh.
curious if you know this one or have ever heard of it.
Okay.
Pet rock.
Pet rock.
like where a rock is a pet.
No, it was an actual. It is a humorous fad that a pet rock was literally a rock sold as a pet. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
I have not.
Now I'm gonna have to ask.
I'm gonna look.
Yeah. I bet your parents might know about it.
Probably. I'll text him after this now.
Yeah. I've never.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen it before?
Is it this?
No, I've never seen anything like that. I mean,
It
that's
must
probably
be.
what it is.
Yeah, it must be.
But no, I didn't know that was a thing.
Wow.
70s.
Yeah, I guess.
I wonder how much those sold for when they could just go outside.
And grab a
grab a
rock.
rock.
Man, whoever came up with that idea though.
Yeah, wow. If you made money off that, good for
Yeah.
you. What else you got?
So this is franchise based. So Star Wars action figures. I don't know if you guys watch Star Wars or not. If you haven't, you're gonna be hated.
I have
I've
watched
never
it.
watched it.
Oh, I've watched it.
Okay,
We
never
had
watched
all
it.
the VHSs.
all of them, because there's like 10 now.
I
How
was
do you
gonna say
watch them?
when I was younger.
Okay.
When I was younger,
Oh, okay.
I remember having like a 4 VHS set, and we watched those all the time.
There's 6 of them, of the original ones.
Of the original ones?
Yeah, there's 6. But minor details, don't worry.
Movie series like that get confusing when they're like, oh, here's the first 3. Well, this is technically a prequel. Like, kind of like
Yeah.
Marvel. You have to watch them in a certain
All,
order
yeah.
to get chronologically correct.
Yep.
Yes.
And it's very intense.
Yeah.
Yep. No, exactly.
You gotta be a
like
super
it.
fan.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like Marvel, yeah.
Yeah.
that's what Jeremy and I did a couple years ago.
I remember
we went
that.
through Marvel, and we
Yes.
watched them all in chronological order.
All 947 movies.
Yeah, and there
Yeah.
were a couple that we had to order on Amazon, And 10 out of 10 don't recommend buying a DVD on Amazon unless it's new, because a lot of them do not work with a Blu-ray player because they're outdated and they're potentially scratched.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good call.
Yeah.
You should have just rented it on Amazon.
It wasn't on there.
Interesting.
That is
It was, one specifically was the Hulk.
Yes. Yeah.
It was not on there.
Wouldn't it have been on Disney Plus?
Because it wasn't Disney at that time.
No.
Oh, yeah.
It was pre-Disney
when that transition happened.
purchase.
Yeah.
And it was a different actual actor as
And
well.
same reason why not very many of the Spider-Man movies are on Disney Plus is because that is technically owned by Sony.
Yep.
And not Disney.
Mm-hmm.
See, I can
even though it's in the same universe.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
know, and that is baloney.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But
yes.
Yeah.
That
so,
could be a whole nother tangent.
Yeah. All right, so we're jumping to Stretch Armstrong.
We had one.
I know.
We
I
actually
never had
sand
one,
came
but
out. Yeah.
really,
They were made of sand.
so yeah,
Stretch Armstrong.
you could do almost anything.
Stretch him.
You could
Literally,
do almost
his arms
anything,
and his legs, his neck,
and he would just
everything
keep
just
stretching.
stretched.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
He was heavy too.
Yeah,
He's heavy too.
but yeah, I don't really know.
That's funny.
I mean, I don't think I've ever played with it. I've just seen like videos
Oh,
of
yeah,
people
no, we
actually
had one.
playing with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 5 for the 70s is Light Bright.
Oh, I had one of those.
Yeah,
Oh,
I did too.
I loved that thing.
You want to talk about nostalgia? That brings back so many memories. My grandma had one, and every time we went to her house, it came out. Every
Yep.
single time.
It's
Yeah.
top notch.
That's how
You
it
can
was.
make
You-
anything.
I was gonna say, do you know what it is?
Yeah, those little. You put those little like
Little pegs.
and
The
put them
colored
in.
ones,
Yeah, yeah.
Why
You
did
can
that
make
go
any-
away? I bet you could still buy it.
It did
Oh,
be
I bet.
expensive.
Oh, you could probably still buy it. I bet you
No,
they
I'm
make a
saying like they're
modern
still
version
making
of
a
it.
newer
Yeah,
version.
Oh, they could be.
I
don't
bet you
know.
they are.
I will be looking
Such
for
a
that.
simple thing to make now.
Well,
I mean,
that's true, because they
so.
still make the Easy Bake Oven.
Yes.
Do you remember
They
those?
just updated it. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, do you remember those?
Yeah.
Yeah, go to Walmart. They're in the toy aisle.
Yeah.
I mean, I never
Easy Bake
had
Oven.
one. I just referenced
Right.
Friends when they had the Easy Bake
I
Oven.
mean, they're
Yes.
not like super great recipes, but it was
But
cool
for
to
little,
do it yourself.
yeah, for little
Yeah.
kids, it's super cute.
I mean, if you want to wait,
But do Light
a
Bright?
month for a brownie to cook, but
It's like 10 minutes.
When she gets old enough, she needs to go Light Bright.
Okay.
When she's old enough to know
Seriously.
not to swallow the pig.
I was gonna say that would be my
Yeah.
concern right now, but at some point
So-
she needs one.
So we went on vacation to Branson, and they have this like attraction that has a bunch of like experiments and other stuff and
Yeah.
activities you can do.
Yeah.
So they had a giant board, which they had like colored pegs, and you could put it in there, and I mean it was exact same, but just
Yes.
big scale.
Big scale.
It was cool.
That's awesome.
But there was other kids playing too, so you couldn't
Yeah.
really actually make anything. So it kind of
Did you go to the Titanic Museum?
no.
It's a great visit. You should go.
Yeah, we've been there before, but we didn't go this past time.
I love it.
I've never been to Branson in my life, so
It's pretty cool.
You've never
It is on my
experienced
list.
life.
it is on my list.
It is living at the highest level.
Okay, maybe back
As
in
a
the day.
family.
As a family.
Okay. Maybe back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty dingy now.
When you talk early 2000s,
Yeah.
Branson was the place to be. I bet you, even 80s and 90s, it was still pretty good.
Yeah.
But like, the problem is like today, Silver Dollar City is like legit. They have so many roller coasters, and the park is freaking awesome. So you need to go.
Okay, it's on my list. On my vacation list, I've added it.
Okay.
Mentally, right here. Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
You got to go by our next episode. Okay. Now we got that settled. Yeah. So that's a final list.
That's it?
That's it. No more.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was.
That was
I love
a
that
good
you're
show.
wearing a Dare shirt
I will. I
Yeah.
was going to bring
Hey.
it up
because
because
Early 2000s.
I did take it out of my memorabilia, and it's got all my classmates' signatures on the back.
Oh,
Oh,
my
it does!
God.
I remember doing that.
Yeah. No, I was looking for this and the camera,
Yeah.
and I found it. I'm like, I'm wearing that.
I would
I
like
just
to
an
know,
essay that you
like,
had to write.
my
Yeah.
basement, but
An essay?
Oh yeah, where I went to school at, we had to. It was a week-long thing, and the
Deer week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
the local police station would bring a couple officers in. They'd run through everything with each class. You got little different, I don't know, souvenirs, I guess.
Yeah.
For
Yes.
completing the
I do
task.
remember
Yes.
that.
And then at the end of that, I think it was just a week. At the end of that week, you had to write an essay, like over everything you learned and why drugs are bad and
Mhm.
why you'll never do them and what you'll do like in certain scenarios. And then they would tape it up on the gym wall.
Mhm.
And then that
I don't
weekend,
remember that.
we had a graduation, and we got like a little diploma.
For graduating
And
the
it
Dare
was-
program.
Yes,
Yep.
and it was
I
a
don't
huge
remember that.
deal for my family
That you
because-
passed.
that I graduated from Dare because I got like a really expensive watch. We went out to dinner. I got a cake. Like it was a huge thing.
Oh,
Wow.
I
guess-
Okay, I did not
Like,
get that
I-
much.
it
That's
was-
cool.
It was intense.
and
That is
I don't
top-notch.
even know if they do it anymore.
I'm not sure.
I don't
either.
know. I've never heard.
You
I
need to
haven't
ask
either.
your kids.
I would know. They'd send something out if they were gonna do
Yeah.
it.
That is valid.
And I
Because
did
like
this
I get
in,
an
like,
email when it's
elementary.
like Heart Week and they wear
Yeah.
red.
I think I was
So-
in like 5th grade.
No, we don't do it.
Yeah.
My kids have not gone through it,
Interesting.
which is sad because I mean, whether
Well-
people really follow through with it or not, it was good
It was
good information.
It was, yeah. But, well, I think that will tidy this episode up.
Yep.
I hope you enjoyed the chaos, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios.